Alright, the objective for this video is to be able to compare and order fractions and decimals. We already know how to order decimals, but sometimes you will have to put fractions in order from least to greatest, and sometimes you will have fractions mixed with decimals, and you'll have the need to order those from least to greatest, or I guess suppose greatest to least in some cases. And so I think the easiest way to do this is to put everything into decimals, include even the fractions, convert them into decimals, and then it'll be very easy to go ahead and order those when they're all in the same form. So I'm going to just do one example here, but it's the same process for if you have other numbers or so let's just go ahead through this. We know that 1/3 is 0.3 repeating, just because we have already memorized that. So 0.3 repeating. 5/16, well, that's not one of the ones that we memorized, so let's go ahead and work that. When we divide 5 divided by 16. Now, you're going to do this on graph paper, so it should be easier to line up the columns, but I'm going to do the best I can here. We don't move any decimals over here, so this decimal is going to go right above where it is already in the 5. 16 does not go into 5, so this is going to be 0. 16 goes into 50. I believe it is 3 times, and 3 times 16, 8, carry the 1, it's going to be 48. Subtract, bring down, this is going to be 2, bring down the 0. 16 goes into 21 times. 16, subtract, bring down the 0. 16 goes into 42 times. 2 times 16 is 32. 8, bring down the 0, and 16 goes into 80 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 plus 30 is 80, so there is no remainder. And so this decimal is going to be 0.3125. Let's go ahead and erase that. Now, 7 over 25, we already learned, if we multiply the top and the bottom of this by 4, we will get 28 over 100, and we know we can write 28 hundredths in decimal form is just that, 28 hundredths. Okay? Again, 3/10. We know 3/10 is just 0.3, and this is a 3 in the tenths spot. And then we have 0.32 and 0.26. So I'm going to go ahead and list these vertically as we've been taught. Starting with 1/3, I will just write 0.333 and repeating, and 5/16 is going to be 0.3125, and that's it. The next one is going to be 0.28. Next is going to be 0.3, and that's it. 0.32 and 0.26. Now, we also learned to make these easier. Sometimes it's helpful to fill in these zeros, and you notice that even though I didn't do it on graph paper, I tried to have everything lined up vertically, especially the decimals lined up vertically. Okay. Again, when you do this on graph paper, it's much easier to do that. So I'm going to try to do this from least to greatest. So I'm going to look in my first column, and I'm going to see I have the lowest number I have is a 2 here and a 2 here. So out of these two, I'm going to go to my second number. This is 0.26. This is 0.28. So this right here is my smallest or least number, followed by 0.2h, which comes in second. Those are the ones that have the 2 in the tenths. And then we went to the hundredths place to see which one was the smallest out of those two. Now, let's go ahead and go to, again, the first column. We have 3, 3, 3, 3. Next column is going to be 3, 1, 0, 2. So this is going to be now my third number. 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2. This is going to be my fourth number. 3, 3, 3, 2. This is going to be my fifth number. This is going to be my sixth number. Now, here's another tricky part, I guess. The next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and when you list these from least to greatest for your final answer, you want to put them back into the original form that they were given to you in. So 0.26 matched up with this number. It was already a decimal, so that's going to be my first number is 0.26. I'm going to go ahead and separate these by a semicolon, and then I'll just do this to let me know that I already did that one. The second number was 0.28, okay, and I see that that was originally 7/25 or 7/25. So I will go ahead and write that 7/25 in the fraction form, since that's what it was given to me originally. The next one is this one, the third number, 0.3, and originally that was given to me as a fraction, so I'll go ahead and write that again as the fraction 3/10. Oops, we're using semicolons. Okay, the next number is 0.3125. That was originally given to me as the fraction 5/16, or 5/16. So that's the way that I will write it. 0.32, that was this number. That's how it was written already. So I'll leave it as such. And last but not least, 0.33 repeating. That was the fraction 1/3. Okay, I want to just double check. 1/3 is here. 5/16 is here. 7/25 is here. 3/10 is here. 0.32 is here. 0.26 is here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers at top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers at the bottom. So this will be my final answer from least to greatest. Okay, there are a couple steps in there that you could simplify in your own words to make it easier for yourself. So please go ahead and do that. And then again, write the summary that will help you be able to compare and order fractions and decimals. And thank you, as always, for watching. Have a great day.